Hi, I'm Danielle Desiato, the Managing Editor of Kitchen and Appliances at Reviewed, and today we are reviewing the Rise Garden Indoor Garden System. I'm standing next to the largest unit available, but Rise Garden was originally known for their personal Rise Garden, a 18-inch countertop model that grows 12 plants. We liked it so much we actually gave it our best overall hydroponic countertop garden. When Rise introduced their new models and we got a peek at them at CES this year, we were immediately attracted to the beautiful furniture-like quality and the gorgeous flourishing plants that were growing in it. We had to review it ourselves. Rise Garden is a hydroponic, self-watering, and LED-lit indoor garden system. There's a water tank in the base and a pump that circulates water throughout the unit. In addition to the personal garden, this is available in 3 different sizes: a 1-tier, 2-tier, or 3-tier unit that I have here. The 1-tier option will cost you about $750. 2 tiers is about $1,050, and 3 tiers comes in at $1,350. The basic setup comes with 12 plant receptacles per tier, but you can purchase interchangeable tray lids with spots for 8 or 12 plants each, expanding the capacity of each level up to 36 plants. The full spectrum LED lights mimic natural light to promote optimal growth, and Rise recommends they run for 16 hours per day. Here's a quick little tour of my Rise Garden. I've already finished growing things like lettuce, radishes, and parsley and have cycled those out of the garden. And now I'm starting some new seedlings in a nursery. I've got lettuce started up here right now. Over here I have chives and basil, which I like to just keep growing and continue to harvest on a regular basis. On the bottom tier, I'm growing all of the bigger plants at the moment: mini tomatoes, baby patio eggplant, and gochujang peppers. If I were to do this again, I probably wouldn't plant all of the tall things together on the bottom and might interchange some shorter plants to give a little bit more breathing room. But the tomatoes are doing excellent down here right now. Inside the base is the water tank and some storage for supplies. And on the outside is the button that controls the lights and the water meter. Here are a few things we liked about Rise Garden. It's very easy to set up and maintain. This 3-tier unit took about an hour or so to put together, and it really only requires 1 person, although 2 people is helpful. It was very easy to set up, and none of the pieces are particularly heavy or hard to maneuver. Maintenance is also very simple. The app guides you through when to move your plants from the nursery into the trays, when to add nutrients, and when to prune, harvest, and remove plants from the trays. Rise Garden makes it possible to grow plants year-round. In a space no larger than a bookshelf, you can grow a variety of plants from lettuce and radishes to herbs and beets. Feel like growing tomatoes in February or strawberries in November? You can do that with the indoor garden system. Being able to start in a nursery indoors year-round and have the LED lights means that you can grow anything, anytime. You just need to plan ahead because it does take anywhere from 30 to 90 days to grow produce. Since this is a fully indoor system and the plants never need to move outside, you also have no worries about timing or weather constraints. It is virtually pest-free. You can't avoid the occasional wandering fruit fly, but with a fully indoor system, you don't have to worry about pest infestations or crop loss to any types of critters. While we've really liked using the Rise Garden, there are a few things that we didn't like about it. One is that constant running water can take some getting used to. Obviously, the nature of hydroponic gardening requires water, and it is a lot cleaner, less messy, and easier to use than gardening in dirt. But it does mean consistent running water, which some people find soothing and others sometimes find annoying. We've enjoyed it here, but it is something to consider before you purchase a hydroponic garden system. You can turn the water pump off remotely through the app, but that only lasts for a short period of time before it kicks back on again. Some plants didn't quite grow as expected, while the radishes were a pleasant surprise since they were able to grow up out of the nest cups. Things like celery never quite grew the way that we were expecting, being stemmy and leafy instead of celery stalks we were expecting. Some plants also require hand pollination, and if you're not on top of the timing for that, you may miss the window. Some of our baby eggplants aren't growing in the timing that we expected because of that. App notifications can be spotty. While the information in the app is extremely helpful, there weren't as many push notifications as we expected to help with timing of adding water, nutrients, pruning, and harvesting. It's not the biggest concern in the world because you're watching things grow on a regular basis, so there is a visual reminder to check on what's going on, but sometimes I did forget a few steps in the process and the push notifications would have been really helpful. So overall, the pros are it's easy to set up and maintain, you can grow a variety of plants year-round, and it's virtually pest-free. While the cons are that constant running water can take some getting used to, some plants don't grow quite as we expected, and app notifications can be spotty. Should you buy a Rise garden? Yes, if you're interested in year-round indoor gardening. Whether you go for a countertop model or a tiered setup, it's easy to maintain and easy to use. You may need to set yourself some reminders to check in with the app, but you can have lettuce, radishes, herbs, and all types of produce growing in your kitchen year-round. While we recognize that this system isn't cheap, it is easy to use, easy to maintain, and produces lots of fresh produce all year round. For the full review, head to review.com, and thanks for watching.